Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
This is Relationship-ish, where we talk about the cornerstone of every relationship. Connections. 9 p.m.
Real life.
Marriage. Sex.
And we're having a great time already.
Yourself. Your family. Divorce. Your ex. Your co-workers. Your friends. Your situation. Your lover. Your mother. You name it. Connections. And we always have a great time.
Of course you had to mess
With your
it up, right?
hosts, V and Cash. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing tonight? It's Thursday.
Yay!
So, welcome to Relationship-ish, where we talk about the cornerstone of every relationship connection, whether it's marriage, race, sex, food. We dive into it all, and we're doing it by always having a great time. I am Cash, and this is
V, and this is a relationship. And this is, I'm like,
okay.
so
See,
how
this
was
is
your
why.
day or week? Which one do you speak on? Your week or your day?
Well, I just want to thank everybody for joining us. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, the Evening Rush Network. Make sure you download that app. We're on Spotify and iHeartRadio. My week. Let's talk about my week. Is that's all I'm gonna say about this week.
You didn't have a good week.
Just gonna, I'm just gonna say. I've been having this stomach issue and like the stress is getting to me. And last Friday, I went out for some libation. Not to say that I drink, not to say I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less. But
It's true.
yeah, my doctor said I shouldn't have alcohol. Like I went down the list of things that I shouldn't be doing. I shouldn't have alcohol, shouldn't have fried food, shouldn't have greasy food, shouldn't have spicy food, and no alcohol, yada yada yada. So I've been feeling better and I'm like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna have some drinks.
Oh, good
Well,
for you.
yeah, not good for me because it's been a whole week now and my belly is going, "Hey, stupid, stupid." And so every time I'm just like, oh, I'm just looking at it. I'm not going to have it. I'm just looking at it. I'm not going to have that. I'm just going to, and my stomach's like, yeah, So, yeah, that's been my week for a whole week. This ulcer is just it's not good. It's not good. Maybe you should listen
I'm
to the
sorry.
doctor. Listen to the
Mhm.
doctor. Just
Listen to the doctor.
How was your week?
I had a pretty good week. I mean, Sunday was a week, right? So Sunday was a good day. It was barbecue and everybody was over and I have a significant other and the two families got together and it was a lot of fun for me. It's the first time and it was good. And this week is I could complain, but who cares? But I mean, I have back issues and so my back's been seriously giving me a hard time. So
We
hopefully,
know why your back on your 2-week vacation is hurting.
no, it was
Mhm.
already giving me. It definitely did not help the situation, but it was already giving me trouble. I have a different kind of pain that I'm used to having, so I'm like, it's not that. Oh yeah. Oh, she doesn't like it when I do this, and when I get. I don't know where this came from. I put the other one away. I guess I had two. And it makes her crazy. So I put it away because she's like, okay, I hope you don't have that clicking. I was like, yeah, I don't have it. And then I was like, oh, there's another one. Click, 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 click. Sorry. But anyway.
You ever sit next to that person that's shaking their leg on the train? That's her. That's her.
Well, I've never sat next to the person shaking their leg on the train, but yeah,
because it was you. You're not sitting next to the person because it's you.
No, I don't know. That wouldn't be me. I clicking my pen would be, yes, it would be me clicking the pen. But I never really had clicking the pen issues. But I guess when I'm on the show, I feel I don't want to sit still. I guess that's what it is. But anyway, I had a good week other than my back pain. Everything is working out good so far for me. That's it. I'm doing some gardening this weekend. My daughter. So that's the plan. Just as little because my back hurts. So I can only, she just wants me to say, put that there, put that there. So I'll just be director of the gardens this weekend.
Don't you usually direct everyone?
No, usually I do it myself, all by myself, but my back is bothering me too much, so I can't. But if we're doing raking and leaves, everybody gets it. But when I'm planting, I just plant by myself. Nobody usually plants with me. But it ain't gonna happen this year. I can't be planting by myself. I can't bend down and get up and blah blah blah. My back is bent. So that's it. That's all she wrote. But I'm having a good week so far. But,
All right, baby.
did you eat right?
Did I eat what?
Did you eat right at lunch? Because let me just tell you something. We were on yesterday. I was at her house, and she buys some teriyaki fried chicken, and she's just enjoying it. And when she finished, she has some left, so she packs it up for lunch. And in the middle of us, we were taping. In the middle of us taping, she's like, "Ooh, my stomach, whoo." So then she's like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't eat that fried chicken and the French fries that were fried that she's not supposed to have." And how about she's complaining about it at the same time she's already packed it up so she can have it for lunch today. So I'm like, okay, what are you doing?
But I didn't take it for lunch.
Yeah, you didn't because I was complaining.
See? My relationship with food right now is done. All right. That's the way I'm feeling. Done.
And she was going to have pizza. I'm like, are you supposed to have pizza? She's like, I guess I shouldn't really have that either. She was cracking me up. I'm like, really? Oh,
I'm glad she thinks this is funny.
I think it's funny when you don't listen. I know, and you shouldn't. You should just listen.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what else you got? I came across the question because you actually sent it to me. One of the questions you sent, and I thought it was good. If you were gonna write your autobiography, what would be the title?
I don't know. While I'm thinking about it, what would be yours?
No, I know what I would put. She tried her best. That would be it. Yeah, that's it.
That seems like a tombstone. Like, she tried her best.
So every time things go wrong, she tried her best. And like, because everything goes wrong in my life, you know that. But no matter what, tried my best. But there's always something that's going to go wrong. I think it goes wrong in everybody's life. But when it's yours, you just think every time you turn around, there's something else wrong. But I don't want to put that. That's too depressing. So I want to put everything that can go wrong, does go wrong. That's the name of it. But that was, so I was like, how about she just tried her best?
Yeah, I think I would call it Murphy's Law.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything or Murphy's Law is the joke. So because everything I do, it seems to be I'm Calamity Jane. So Calamity Cash. Calamity Cash. I call it Calamity Cash.
Yeah, that's how our lives go.
Because it is depressed. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna cry. Nobody cares about your tears. That they want. Actually, you know what it is. I think people want to see your tears at a point in time because people say mean things and they try to jab you so that you cry, and then they're satisfied. It's some satisfaction in people to make you cry.
You think they're satisfied with? I think they feel bad once they jab you, and then when you start crying, then they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "You sorry now?"
No, I think they're going. Oh, are you okay?
I want to think the jabbers don't really realize they're jabbing until you cry. I don't want to believe that they're jabbing so you would cry. You're probably right. I just don't want to believe it.
Oh, well, okay, because she lives in Mary Poppins world. I'm in the real world. I think the people stab you, look at the bleeding, and they're happy with it. I'm just gonna be quite honest. They are happy with it. Okay.
Well, where
Stab you
I
and keep on going.
used to work, I think the person who was directly like my boss, I think she took pleasure in people having a bad day and making them have a bad day. I think she
That's what
took
I'm
pleasure in
talking
that.
about.
I mean, I'm just saying
The
she could.
jack or the ass. I'm just saying. I'm just
Mhm.
saying. Because at the end of the day, whatever. I'm done. Moving on. Did you know
Moving
today
on.
is National Creativity Day? So if you think of a dance, like make yourself happy, doodle, like think about the pyramids and how that came to be from somebody's mind and then they built it.
Right.
Or
We still don't know
Frank
how to do the
Lloyd
pyramids.
Wright. Oh, I know, right? Or Frank Lloyd Wright. I love his houses, and he has like sketches of his houses. I love them. So today's National Creativity Day. Be creative. Do something. You still have time. Go out there and do
Mhm.
something. This is how we reached the moon so far.
Well,
So
I don't know if you really want to go out there, but you could extend it till tomorrow morning and still do something. Hey, so
they
I'm
might.
like,
It's still if you're young, if you're younger than like 40, you can go outside and party. What about
I'm gonna
that?
have to.
So anyway, go outside. Make sure you don't have to go outside. Grab a computer or tablet, record yourself, have a great old time. That's what I'm talking about. So that is, I just thought about that. I love picking up these days. I try to share these days with other people. So because I never knew there were all these days out there. Celebrate them.
That's true.
That's true. So where are we going to?
Well, wait, what do you think is like? What do you think is your talent in creativity? Like, what do you think you create? 'Cause everybody has some kind of talent.
Tears.
What?
um, because people are so sad when I finish with them. No, I think I always brainstorm and think of like new creative ideas and things to do and how to get them done. Like there's a lot of creative things with my house that I've done that I didn't think they were creative at the time. Like I need to fill in a hole in this sheetrock. What am I going to use? I'm going to use some newspaper, cover it up, and then spackle it through. Just don't touch it again. So I think I'm creative on trying to figure out how to fix things and make it work.
Oh, you definitely are, and you've definitely done some great things with your house. The baby's room has all of this on the wall, and like, I mean, I definitely helped, but that was very creative, like the way I mean, so you definitely have created some things that are memorable, I must say.
Yes. Yes. So I
Yes.
try. I try.
You
I'm
try, you
trying.
try. So what's the hot topic today? I'm thinking Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, what do you
I
think?
don't know nothing about no Donald Trump. Well, I don't even
Well,
have to say allegedly. Today, he was convicted on all 34 counts.
oh my God. I'm like,
I
oh my
can't.
God. I'm like,
That's my sound effect. So I'm like, okay, we
I'm
did
in
that.
shock.
What
I'm in
you're in
shock
shock? Why
because
why
I
are you in
just
shock?
didn't think, as I think he's guilty. Don't, there's no, for me, I'm just going to say the truth. Like, whatever you believe, that's fine. But I thought he was guilty. But thinking he's guilty I thought he was not going to get convicted of anything. I was like, yeah, I was just waiting. I was like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, what? That was like a shock for me. I mean, I've been following a lot of it, but as I was following it, like he's so nonchalant. He doesn't listen to whatever the judge tells him to do. He hasn't listened to a gag order yet, and really no real consequences for not listening. So I'm just like,
see, this is the thing. This is the thing I'm thinking about. Is he going to receive any consequences? Because he can't go to jail. Oh, because
why?
we're gonna have Secret Service in the jail.
Yeah.
We're gonna be paying for him. The most I think that's gonna happen,
It
he's
says
gonna
stay at
have be
home.
on house. Yeah, and what is house arrest? We're gonna pay for him to have the babysitters to protect him, which he's already doing.
Well, we're already paying for that, but so if he has to stay home instead of going to the beach, I say okay.
His home is on a beach.
Yeah, but
Have you seen what's that place, Mar-a-Lago? Mar-a-Lago? I think it's Mar-a-Lago. So, like, we know he's not going to be. Hey, Karina. So I don't think he's there. Even his sentencing, they're not going to go anywhere. It's just not going to be anywhere. They're going to just like gloss it over like nothing happened. Let's think. You know why I think about it? Only reason I think about nothing's going to happen, I think about your ex and all these sanctions happen and all this was going to have to happen and he's going to do this and that and he can't. I don't think he's going to get any real consequences either, Karina says. That's what I'm saying.
I think, you know what, when I thought of, what's her name? Martha Stewart. I was like, what's going to happen to her?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't pay her taxes. She's not going to jail. They're just going to make her pay a fine. She went to jail. So I don't think that Trump, I feel like there's going to be consequences. It's 34 counts. They could try to gloss it over if they want to. It's not one count. So, and people have died and he's been found guilty of starting the whole snowball why people died. I don't think it's going to just.
No, this is just on his, he didn't go to trial on that one. The cheating and falsifying.
This is just the first part.
No, yeah, this is the falsifying of documents and trying to cover it up. But they're like, oh my goodness, this is disgusting because he's married and he paid off a prostitute. But you know, it's Trump. They're making it up. This is fake news. They had a fake trial with fake jurors. He didn't do it. This is America going down the drain.
Well, he was laughing when they came in, and then he wasn't laughing when they finished. He was like, ha 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 ha, because he did not think this was going to go down himself. I didn't think it was going to go down like this, and he didn't either. He did not. He was laughing, and then after he heard, they were like, okay. Then he was stoic, and he was just like in shock. Yeah, because he was just like me. I was in shock because I'm like, they're not going to find him guilty.
Well, the thing that really gets me is those jurors. I'm nervous. If they put me on that trial, I would say no, thank you. I've sworn against politics, and I live in my house with aluminum foil.
So what do you think could happen to the jurors? You think that it's sketchy? Did
you see what happened to the Capitol? Did you see what happened? And it's guarded, and the Capitol was guarded with all of the state police, the troopers, and whatever. And the insurrectionists, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. The patriots stormed it.
Yeah,
Now,
but
as a juror, you're walking out. You're walking out. Who's
they'll let him in the
protecting
back.
you
They'll let
now?
him out the back door. They'll let him out the back.
Who? Yeah. There's always a snitch. There's always a snitch.
So you think they're
And
gonna come after the jurors? Like, what
I'm
would
not
be
so.
the purpose of that?
I'm not saying that they are.
Allegedly, some people would do that. I don't think they're crazy. They're like,
Did you see the
only if
Capitol?
no, because Trump has to give orders. If he doesn't give the orders, they don't do it on their own. If he says, let's go, everybody's behind him. He's got plenty of people behind him. If he doesn't give the orders, it's not going to happen. And I don't think right now, I don't think he's thinking about that right about now. He's thinking about how he can appeal and what he has to do to appeal.
Hey, Bam Fam. Thank you.
Hi, Bam.
No, at the end, I'm still nervous. I'm still, because he already said he already said
There wasn't behind him today.
If he gets convicted, America's in trouble. So America's in trouble. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna say, get your kids, get your pew pew sticks, because I'm nervous. Because
Really?
the people who are,
I
mean,
Trump
when he won
supporters
the
are
election,
serious.
we were like,
The Trump
"Yeah, he
supporters
won the
are
election."
serious.
Yeah, so
They're not
if they
playing.
try to put him in jail, I think they would break him out of jail. No joke. I think they would break him out of jail.
Well, I think
Yeah,
he's
this
making
guy's
it so
delusional.
yeah, but also I think he's making it so we need to be afraid if he doesn't become the president of, because what will happen if he is not the president? He's trying to make it, if he's not the president, we're going to have some big revolution and we're all going to be in trouble. So people are afraid of that. But I mean, we can't let him dictate what, who we vote for, because we're scared. We have to vote for the right person for the job, not because we're scared.
Absolutely. And I'm not saying that, because at the end of the day, we showed that this is what we wanted, and that was fine. Who the heck, hey diddle cat in the fiddle, would you have thought that people would go and break down the Capitol doors where Congress had to flee and go hide? After, he shouldn't be on the ballot. Let's see, because they're gonna do something.
Well, I think they're gonna try to do it
Underground lounge.
Yeah, well,
Trump is done, and so is Diddy.
Okay, well, maybe they can get together in
girl. Be like, hey, daddy, Puff Daddy, come on with his orange self. Go on, Puff Daddy. Allegedly, because I don't think Puff Daddy's going to jail. He has not been tried. So I'm just, that's just something. I'm not saying that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you just, well, I'm not going to, okay, let me be quiet.
Yeah, those TV stars. But those TV stars are something else, and that's going to take me off topic. But one of the TV stars, your father is standing on the side and mother is standing on the side. Is the money that good? Is the money that good that you're going to just let your kid, and you see your kid being touched, and you're going to let them be touched and not be like, you know what? Let me pull my kid. The money is not worth it. So
well, it's
some of that, I gotta blame the parent. I'm gonna blame the parent.
That it's not only people have let their kids get molested for less. People are in relationships and they're afraid that this man is going to leave them if they don't allow him to do what he's doing to their kid, and they stay and allow it. So they'll do it for less than money. So obviously, yeah, when it comes to some people's thoughts, we can't get in their heads because they're doing things we would never allow. So I'm just saying the truth.
Don't get me started. Don't get
Facts,
me
fam.
started. Facts. But
Underground lunch.
I'm just
Okay. Hey,
secret. Yep.
hey, secrets.
Like in Precious, girl. Yeah, that's true. But what we have to understand is
Impressive.
that their way, that's the white European American way. Mm,
What's the white European American way?
just
To
letting the TV
let the
stars
TV
and
star do what they want
just
because they're a star?
yeah,
Really?
the money. The money. I don't know. The money gets them.
Yeah. I guess there's always a reason. It's either you want to keep the man, you want to keep the money, you want to keep your lifestyle. There's always a reason that you're not doing the right thing. Because if your child's being molested and you're letting it happen, you're not doing the right thing. That's it. Whatever reason, it doesn't make sense to the rest of us because there is no reason to allow that.
Mhm. Girl,
I'm just saying,
don't.
and I'm not allegedly saying. I'm saying there's no reason to allow that. Not allegedly.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's allegedly about?
Oh
Well,
no, because I'm just
we're
saying whoever
going
you are.
downtown. That's what's
Mhm.
gonna happen. He going downtown. I wonder if he's going upstate. I had a couple of friends
Well,
back in
you
the day. They're like, he went upstate on vacation, aka ching. I got locked up in mountain. I got locked up in my mom. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, but I'm wondering for real if he went to prison and they just kept him segregated, right? Why couldn't the Secret Service be outside his jail cell the same as outside his house? Why can't he be in the prison?
Ma'am.
I'm just saying.
Ma'am.
I think. Listen, it's not our fault that he's a convicted felon. That's his fault.
He's
So we're
gonna
doing the best
be
we could,
he's gonna
and
be in
what we could
jail
is have
getting
the Secret
filet
Service
mignon.
outside. I don't care. I want him in the prison behind those iron bars because that's where I would be or you would be. So that's
Is your
where
ex is your ex
no, but Martha Stewart did, and plenty
okay.
of other people
Is
did.
Martha Stewart a white male?
Oh, so you think it's a white male syndrome? Allegedly?
I'm just saying.
Well, my ex did get away with a lot of stuff.
Always
I'm not
taking
gonna say.
stuff, want to be in control, white privilege. Nobody, that's the way. Yeah. That is, and then that's privilege because the stuff that you
No,
told
no,
me,
no. It's true. It's true.
that was a white man's privilege because if that was my brother or my cousin down there and he did
Hmm.
the stuff that he did, he'd be like, oh, Your Honor.
It's true. It's
No.
true.
Yeah. So
In,
it's
in,
a, and
in,
I don't want to say, but your ex is a nobody.
that's true.
This
Well,
is
you could say it. What do you mean? Don't want to say it? Hello, he said nobody.
okay. He's a nobody. And he still was like, oh, well, sir, I'm going to lock you up. Okay.
Right. He never really,
Yeah. It's still to this day.
Right. It's true.
Okay. So Donald Trump gonna have something happen. It's nice to know that it's out there. If it was Obama,
Yeah.
would
Left the
yep,
court. Yeah. You think?
he would have been.
In
He would
handcuffs.
not be released on his own recognizance until sentencing.
So wait, now what are they saying? Even if now there will be no president, is that what they're saying?
Well, I heard that the election 2024 may not go because the Republican pick is Donald Trump.
And now there is
And
no
now
second.
there is no second. So I think we have to wait on the ruling from the Supreme Court whether or not he can
As a convicted felon.
as a convicted felon
Oh,
run.
then I just, oh my goodness. I'm like, if a girl, so what? You can't be a convicted felon and work like can you work at the school?
Girl, you can't work anywhere. I don't know
Can you work
anything
at the
about a
bank?
school. Can
Right?
you
You can't
work
work
at the
you can't work. So you cannot be. I'm just like, what? Oh, Okay,
girl.
I'm done because you can't work like in any of these government offices, right? But you could be the president. We're debating that. We want to figure that out now. We don't understand how it works.
I have no
We're
clue.
confused.
Well,
I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
we're gonna take a break and come back with our
Okay.
topic because
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys, so you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
The Evening Rush Entertainment presents the Still in Love Tour, featuring Niquasia and Essence Official,
I'm gonna take my time with you, and what you like's what I'm gonna
Jay Relentless,
You holding me close, telling me don't let go. Is this life or am I dreaming?
with special guests Brianna,
can have a little bit of fun one time. This is a one night stand. It ain't gonna happen ever again. You a real smooth.
Zy Hefner,
I'm feeling for your love and attention. We can fuck around or be best friends. My heart got broken, my lesson. What am I?
Zydaja,
I was crooked letter missing you, but I'm really P.I.
hosted by Ms. Grady Baby. Come out and enjoy amazing night of R&B.
welcome back. Welcome back. This is Relationship Ish. I'm your host, Cash, and we have V. So thank you for joining us. We're going to tell you, make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, download that app. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Our Instagram stinks, but anyway, we got to
Feel free
get
to call
better,
us
right?
at 929-282-0266.
All
Don't be
right.
shy.
So, what's our topic tonight?
I don't know. You know. I know what the topic is, but I don't know the name of the show. You named the name of the show, and I'm
Why she always got to act like I'm the person?
because that's
I'm
what she
not.
does.
I have no
She named the
idea.
show. I'm like, I don't know what she's
Edible or not? That's our topic tonight. Edible or not? So it's the importance that social connection can't be underestimated. Social connection cannot be underestimated, especially food. Like food connects us all on a different level. And I love me some food. As you can see from my first part, yeah, so food doesn't love me so much lately, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna cry about it yet. But food can evoke and create shared experiences and just reinforce the connection. So we're going to break it down for you. How does eating together build a connection? Because food, I think, is one of the connections. If you think about it, back in the day, it's like I bring home the bacon. Because food is tangible. Food is something that you need. Because Bam said, why food doesn't connect? Oh, because food right now doesn't connect with me because I have stress, and stress brings on ulcers. So I went to the doctor. I'm not supposed to have fried food, alcohol. I'm not supposed to have spicy food. And so, you
She
know,
can't eat the food she likes.
I can't eat the food I want. And so it's not connecting me with me right now because I'm just getting upset. But it's okay. It's okay.
So
I'm gonna be okay. But we can bring food in other ways. And how are we gonna bring food from our table to our bedroom? That's what we're talking about tonight. So edible or not? I love this topic.
yeah,
Because I love food. I'm just gonna
yeah.
say I love food. Or
You have to clean your
organic
system out. Yeah,
cleanser.
that's what she needs to do. Clean her system out.
I don't have
But
that long.
but I think sharing food is definitely a connector. And and when I was thinking about it, when you're with your a group of people, say at work, and you eat by yourself, that shows who you are in with the network, right? Because the friends eat together, then the friends who support each other eat together,
Mhm.
right? Even if they bring their own lunch, they sit and eat, and they're like, what are you eating? You want to taste this? Yeah. So they eat, but the people who eat by themselves, uh there's a reason they're eating by
Mm.
themselves. Either they want to be by themselves and eat, and they don't want to connect with everybody, they don't want to have that kind of relationship, or the other people don't feel it, are not feeling them, and they don't want to be part of that. I'm just saying.
No, that I never even thought about. That is absolutely true. Talking about social connection and how, because everybody has to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you eat, if you're not socializing, why is that?
Mm-hmm.
You made me say, already tonight, girl.
Mm-hmm. I was just
So,
thinking.
part one. So, let's talk about part one. How does eating bring us together? Sharing food brings about positive feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it fosters positive feelings and such as trust, empathy, camaraderie, like you said, and like it's a primal need. So if I'm eating my food and I have positive feelings and I trust you to be around me when I'm eating my food, then we have a connection and we're vibing together. I trust you to be in my circle
Mm-hmm.
because if I don't trust you and I don't mess with you, I don't know about you, I'm gonna hover my food and say I don't need to eat around you. So I never, when I was reading these articles, I was like, I never thought about that. I really have to trust you to be around you. A lot of fake food. Be
Fake
careful
food.
what you're eating.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's synthetic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or
I
cake
never
out of the
thought.
box. I'm just saying.
Cake out of the box. I don't know about that. But it fosters these positive feelings and it
Mm-hmm.
brings a sense of trust. Like think
Yep.
about the barbecue that you went to this weekend.
Sunday. Mm-hmm.
If you don't trust those people, are you gonna eat them? Are you
No.
eat them? Are you gonna eat their food? Are you gonna be around them? Are you just gonna have your food open? So I think that's
Yeah,
very interesting.
yeah, it definitely has to do with trust, because you're not going to eat from some place that you don't trust. And if somebody even at your job says, "Do you want to taste this?" and you don't think that they're maybe clean, or you don't like how they handle themselves, you're not going to taste that. You're going to be like, "Okay, no, I know it's good, but I just ate. I'm good," or whatever.
Girl, or someone who looks dirty and they're talking
That's
about
what I'm saying.
I made lasagna. Oh hell no. Mm-mm. You keep your
Yeah.
moussaka lasagna to yourself because I don't know what you've been doing at home.
Yep.
You might have put a real foot and toenail up in there. I'm not playing
Yeah.
with that. You know how I am.
Well, you
And
know, I
girly,
don't even want to share my food. I'm like, I don't want to eat somebody else's. I don't want them to touch mine. I don't want to touch theirs. Let's just keep it separate. We already know who I
underground is like hell no, for real. That
am.
person that's always scratching their head and flakes flying everywhere. No,
Mm-mm. No.
no. So number two.
Okay. Yeah, the cultural exchange, like each culture has their own food, and I feel like it's kind of cool that we get to experience other people. Like, we might never have gone to India, but we've tasted Indian food. We might never have gone to Italy, but we've tasted Italian food and Chinese food, Japanese food. Like, we've experienced some of those cultures just through their food, eating with chopsticks. I'm just saying,
And
and
that's and that's true. And it like brings you back to like some memory, like when you trying to make that, well, for me, banana pudding. And banana pudding brings me back to that childhood. And like one of our friends was like, can you make a banana pudding for me? Because I heard about it, but I never tasted it. So it was like, oh, I get to make my Southern banana pudding and bring it to the
and she
DR,
makes a good banana pudding.
So, Dominican Republic, now they have my DR, they have my banana pudding, but they don't have the whole recipe because I got to keep some of that to myself.
And Nikki G says that, preparing food is important, sharing with your family, which it is because, everybody's in the kitchen, somebody's chopping, somebody's putting stuff in the oven, somebody's taking stuff out the oven, somebody's seasoning the rest of the meat. Like, it's a nice thing,
Yeah.
Yes, banana
Yes,
pudding.
banana.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that secret banana pudding recipe. I can't share it, And it is funny because when you in that recipe, right? Piece of meat has been approved as a human health anymore. Yeah, it's all about money. But my banana pudding recipe, my mother made banana pudding like no other person in the family. So it's like when I go to family events, they're like, you came empty-handed. Where's the banana pudding? And I'm like, I didn't. They're like, go. And it's like that tradition to pass it down,
Right.
because it's not written down.
Mhm.
So it's like the fact that I could share it with our friends and be like, oh, this is something that my mother made and I'm
Mhm.
passing it to you.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yes.
So I know y'all heard about the lab meat that some of the meat has been approved. It's all the money now. Oh, I don't want to talk about, because I've seen a butcher house. I don't want to talk about the butcher house. Have you seen the videos? I don't want to talk about the
Yeah.
videos because it'll make me not eat. And I need to eat meat. Well, not really, but
I do. I need to eat meat, and I need to not know it was a cow. I don't want to know it was a cow. Yeah, some people like the not cooked well. I need it well done. I know it shouldn't be well done. That's what the connoisseurs say, but unfortunately, my palate is not that. So I need it well done.
Number three is it's a way to build a network and a community. So when you're having a function and you're bringing, there's potluck and there's a feast for a wedding. It's like the community garden. You're growing and exchanging, like Auntie Joan.
Yes, like Auntie Joan, and everybody's bringing something. And with food, we associate food with a good time and making you feel better. Even when there's a funeral, like the repast, everybody brings something, or you go in a restaurant and you share a meal. Like, it's important. It's not like you just go into, if you went to the person's house, nobody has any food. There's so much food because everybody's bringing something.
Unless you go to your exes.
Yeah. I did.
They don't have food.
Well, when he wasn't my ex, I made sure there was food.
Okay.
When as my ex now, it's a little different. That's on them. But in normal cultures, we do, we share meals for happy occasions and for sad occasions. It's important for birthdays, weddings, festivals. Good times and bad times. We're sharing something to eat. A lot of people eat their feelings.
Oh, look
I'm
at that.
not
A
one of those
conversation
people.
starter at a networking event. For real. You can be did you taste the pigs in a blanket? I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Yes,
it
you
could.
know it's true.
I
You know,
never thought about that either. This is another moment.
if
Bam
food is
says
good,
food
we
is
talk about it. And if it's
definitely
bad,
a
we talk about
network.
it.
Definitely
Yeah,
connect people with food,
yes.
especially even if it's good food or
It's
nasty food, because
right,
everybody will talk about that nasty potato salad tomorrow.
right. That's it. Did you taste that? She said it was
Yeah,
good, but it wasn't
it is
good.
nasty. I'm like, girl,
Well,
they boiled those. Mm-mm.
yeah, well, they say
So,
man's a way to a man is through his stomach, and his heart
mm-hmm.
is through his stomach. So if
Uh-huh.
it's good food and you cook it, maybe you get the man.
Oh,
But
unless you
nowadays, I
give him
think a lot of
diarrhea.
I think nowadays a lot of men know how to cook, so they're cooking you a meal.
Yeah, everybody talks about the potato salad. You know they do. They will run you out. Be like, it was watery and he put raisins in it. I don't eat no raisins. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I mean, when you talk about food and how does food build a connection, right? And we're talking and we're being jovial right now, just talking about it. And we have smiles because that food is building that connection. So you
Mhm.
think about it, you want to be closer to your loved one, you want to be closer to your partner, you want to love them, care for them. It's also cook with them, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a way to build because we talked about last week how to get that kickback, go cook with them
Mhm.
and bring the food from the table to the bed. I'm just saying, but not potato salad. But not
Not
potato salad.
yeah,
Not
well,
potato salad.
it's wonderful to be able to cook with your significant other, and I think if especially if you're married, I think that we forget that. Like, I don't know if it's the wife or the husband, whoever's cooking, the other person is doing something else. Maybe the husband is cooking because the wife has to work on a brief, so she's in the living room working on a brief while he's cooking, or vice versa. And I feel like when you're dating, you do more of that cooking together. And what are we making? And I think you have to make an effort. You can't do it every night, but you could say Friday night we're going to cook together. Let's get everything we need now on Sunday, so Friday we good to go. Like you can plan it out and do what you used to do. Because now, as a person who is dating, I cook with my significant other all the time, and I would hate that to change just because you know we decide to live together, and now I'm the permanent cook, and I really don't want him to cook by himself.
Well, she's trying to say that food has raisins in the potato salad. So
I'm just saying, no, I'm just,
oh, yeah. So Bear say you the food can bring the sexiness out of you. You hear me?
yeah.
Mm.
When you're sharing, like, if you really love somebody, see, I have to love the person. You can actually have a plate of food and eat it together. And that is really sexy. But you got to love this person because you just can't be.
I want to see this happen because if there's a fork close to your plate, you didn't even use the fork yet. It's just close to your plate, and you're like, you know what, V? Here you go. She's like, oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
hungry.
not gonna lie, I'm particular. I do not share food with everybody. And I have to be comfortable that the person that I'm with doesn't share food with everybody. Because if you get to just drink from your brother's container or your whoever's container, then I can't share food with you. So I have to know that you understand that there's limits to the sharing of the food. Otherwise I just won't share food with you. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, to the
Would you
bedroom
share
we
food?
go. Do I share food?
With your significant other, a plate of food, and like say a lasagna,
Yeah.
just one plate of lasagna, and you both.
No. Not that's too. That's a little
Well,
too much. Not
I think
lasagna.
that's I think that's sexy. I haven't tried it. But I think I want to try it. You don't think so? I think
Because the lasagna is messy on its own. You got the cheese, you got the meat, you got the sauce. You got to make sure it all in your mouth and the fork is clean before
you
you,
don't have to
dip
share.
it back
You don't
in.
have to share
No. Nope. Nope.
I'm
We
gonna
can
try it. I'll
share
let you know.
cake. See, cake is like, oh,
Yeah,
done.
but I don't eat cake like that, so that's not gonna be fun.
I
For
don't
me. I'm
care.
like,
You can eat
mm.
like we're about to get into in the
I
bedroom something
Mhm.
that there's nothing left on the fork. Cheese falling and that's not sexy.
Yeah, but you're not using their fork, girl.
No, girl.
Cash, you're not using their fork. They're using their own. They're on the food is in the middle. You're eating
Okay,
from their
Cash.
side.
Let me just tell you something. You're like, you're not using their fork. I'm like, I'm about to say, what are you using? Are you using their thing is that big that they can shovel up lasagna?
No,
I saw that. You're like, you don't use a fork.
they're using. Listen, they're using their
Oh
fork,
my
and
God.
you're using.
Okay.
Everybody's using their own fork. The big plate of lasagna's in the middle. Tell me if it worked out for you, because I'm gonna try it, and I'll tell you if it worked out for me.
See.
By the time it gets halfway
see?
in, I'll be done eating anyway, and they'll eat the rest. So I'm good.
And long halfway in.
Halfway in.
That's what they all say. They're just gonna put
Yes.
it halfway in.
Oh,
I was
so-
thinking the
okay,
same thing. What instrument are we using,
We're using
girl?
forks.
Yeah, that's
We're
not the way
using-
it seemed. Yeah, you said don't use a fork. I was like, what?
Don't use their fork. Everybody has their own fork. And if you want to use other parts of your body, feel free. Indians eat with their hands all the time.
The only food in the bedroom is room service. Well, girl, we're gonna try to tell you what we need to be using. So
Yeah,
to the
well, let's go
bedroom,
Yes, let's go to the bedroom.
playfulness is like the first thing is the concept of an aphrodisiac. So you can have food in the room. It doesn't have to be room service, but you got to use food like oysters and strawberries and chocolate and honey. But it's an aphrodisiac. What do we say about aphrodisiacs? Is it a placebo effect or is it real?
Well, they're saying that it could be placebo. It doesn't matter because it's still like they're not sure if it really, will excite you. But since it does, they don't know the real effects if it's just placebo or not. But it still works the same way. So who cares, And also, you can use other things besides, like, it's typical to have melted chocolate, but they were saying you could use other things like cheeses, like brie cheese it's soft, it's tasty. Like they're saying there's other things that you could use that are, spice up. And I know there's room service, and I know that is like fun. If you're at a hotel, you can have room service in the bedroom, but we're talking about spicing up your love life a little bit and doing something outside the box. And maybe for you, chocolate is something outside the box. If you've never tried some melted chocolate with your lover, I think it's a good thing. I've tried it, I've liked it, and I think maybe you might enjoy that. And I'm just saying the truth. So I mean, if you've already done that, maybe you got to try something else to spice it up. But there's ways to spice it up. But also, like, if
room service. Oh, you need to eat more, huh? Explore your significant other.
There you go. That's it. That's what we're doing, right?
Well, you try that lasagna and tell me how sexy and playful it is.
But also, if
the
you eat
meatballs in the
pineapple,
lasagna,
it makes your body taste nice for everybody. So everybody eat some pineapples tonight. So it will be a tasty.
it will be
tasty.
There's a
for
little
everybody.
freak up in here. Number
So-
2, choosing the right ingredients, people.
Yeah.
Because using a strawberry and it's ripe and it goes in the cold and the touch, or a cold grape going down your spine, anticipating it.
Mhm.
Woo! You know what I mean? But
Pineapples are What you know, but I'll tell you about pineapples after Cash is finished. I'll tell you.
Mhm. But I'm just saying, you can use lychees. Have you tried
Mhm.
lychees? I love
Mhm.
lychees.
Yeah,
And
you can
I
use
love mango, but
kiwis.
I never use mangoes in the bed.
Yeah, you should just really rub some mango on somebody and have a feel, girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah,
You have not done
pineapple.
that.
No, but I know that I like mangoes, but not like you. I've done it with pineapple. I've done
Oh.
it. So, girl, I'm not afraid to play in the bedroom. But
It's
here's
about,
what you
I
do
heard,
with pineapple. If you eat it as a man or woman, I thought it was just women, and then I've read that it's men and women. So if you eat it, it actually goes through your pores, and then you taste like pineapple. So if you would be kissing someone's hand, for example, their hand would taste like pineapple if they've eaten enough pineapple. So it's good. And so if you would like people to, indulge in some nice body parts, maybe you should eat some pineapple.
what?
I'm
Yes.
telling you, yeah.
So the right
So I always have
ingredients.
pineapple in my fridge. I'm just saying.
Mm.
What other ingredients
Wait,
would you?
is that what you're talking about? That's what you call it now? Will you keep it? Is in the refrigerator?
That's where I keep it. That's not, and then
You see the
that's where I could always
euphemisms
get
here,
to some.
right?
I could
In
always
the
get to some pineapple,
refrigerator.
baby. Always get to some pineapple.
And I'm not
You
saying that it always has to be fruit or something. Like you said, it could be
get something
cheese.
cheap,
The
anything.
texture. It's about the texture and feeling the
Definitely.
different things, the smoothness, the
You
roughness,
can
the
blindfold somebody and let them
cold, the
figure out what it
hot.
is you have for them to eat.
But I'm just saying, don't use an onion.
Oh, what?
I'm just saying.
No one, please don't use an onion.
I saw on, and I was like, they were like, it's a fetish to use onion. People like that.
Onions.
Onion, chili
Okay.
pepper. Because we're gonna end it right there. If you put a chili pepper anywhere near my HEPA, we
Yeah,
gonna fight.
that's gonna be a little too much fire for me.
Look it up. Someone said onions, and I was like, is this a joke? So the right ingredients. That's all I'm
Yes.
gonna say. And the last one that we're gonna go over tonight. Teasing.
Like if you have a blindfold, you blindfold somebody and you have different textures, different foods, and you could let them taste it. You could put it on them and you taste it and they don't know what it is. They could smell it, but they can't. And I just think that's just
Did you see her
awesome.
reenacting? She was like,
yeah, because I'm just trying to tell you, it is lovely.
look, she's sitting on some pillows. I don't want to ever go to that house and sit on the pillows right now because she's having reminiscent thoughts. All of a sudden,
I'm just saying. 'Cause I feel
pineapples in
like-
the air.
There you go. Hot peppers and onions.
Come on
No,
now.
we're not using any peppers and
I'm not
onions.
using it. You might be.
We
You know
are
what?
not
If
using-
you're one of those people who want to use a hot pepper in your sex play, let us know.
right.
I want
But-
you to call up, come on, type in, because I want to see what kind of freak. But you know, I wonder if dominatrix do that.
Oh, maybe.
You've been bad, Pepper.
So out. Oh, that's too much. But yes, the teasing is good. And also, listen, if you've never tried any food in the bedroom, then I would try with something like the cliche strawberries and whipped cream and melted chocolate. I wouldn't try something like brie if you've never ever tried food. I feel like you need to try simple things. I've already done that and I'm willing to do it again, but if you've never done it, let's try something simple. Let's not go crazy, because then it's not gonna be fun, and then you're gonna be like, I don't know what the hype was, and the teasing is a big part of it.
Yes, it did, Bam Fam. She was reminiscing. Her eyes went back. She
I'm just telling you, yeah, she was.
She was reminiscing. That's what I said.
I was letting
Bam
you know.
Fam.
I'm just letting you know that,
Yeah, I'm reminiscing. She always says, I can only go from my experience.
that's exactly right. So if I never
Freak in the
tried it,
morning, freak in the
I'm honest, I've never
evening.
tried it. But if I've tried it, I'm willing
Mm.
to explain to you that I have tried it, and it's
But let's hit our
I
last
like
one.
it if I like it, and I would tell you if I didn't. You wanna do
Number
one more?
4, hygiene.
Oh my God. Listen, if
Two
go
parts
ahead.
of hygiene. 2 parts of
Mm,
hygiene.
mm,
Make sure you're clean before somebody's trying to lick. Number 2, know that whatever you put in should have to come out. Because you don't want to have to go to ER 911 talking about, I have a blueberry stuck and I can't get it out.
and
So
make sure people
think
don't have
first.
allergies, because I'm
Oh
allergic to a
my
lot of things,
God.
and we wouldn't want to use an apple on me because that would not be good. So you have to make sure that you know your partner. Don't be surprising people, blindfolding people, and using some ingredients that takes you to. And sex took me to the ER, and relationship ish podcast took me to the ER. So allergies are important. Please know your partner and what they're allergic to, because I'm allergic to several things that I would not want. Yeah, that's not too funny. That's crazy. But that would be me and an apple. And somebody thinks that they chopped up some apple and they're like, "Ooh, you like that?" That's kind of next thing you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's prevent those health issues and going to the ER, because this is supposed to be fun.
And taking a shower afterwards together is awesome. I'm just saying, it is awesome.
I think that's one of my favorite things.
What, taking a shower?
Taking a shower together.
Yes.
I love
I like
that.
that.
And it ends up that we're really not taking a shower. I'm just saying.
Oh.
But anyway,
Well, you could take a shower together before and after, baby. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
So then you
So,
know everybody's clean before we start.
girl, isn't that the thing? You need to be clean.
Please
But
don't come from the gym and talk about some pineapple. I ate some pineapple, because that's not going to work.
Bam fam, call 911 because I got a blueberry. No, I'm not calling. Not I that is too embarrassing. I'm letting you know there's gonna be a blueberry bush because I'm not calling 911. I'm not calling 911. I'm not calling 911.
Baby, you
Because
can
I
drive
got-
yourself to the hospital. You good. Just you.
There's gonna be a new blueberry push in the bush.
In the bush.
I got a blueberry bush. No, we don't want that. So be careful, guys.
Yes. And no choking. Please chew your food before you kissing somebody, and next thing you know, you're choking. Just make sure everything.
Okay, you're thinking about all these things. I'm
Because
like,
you
wait,
have to.
You're making me not
have
know
to be.
what-
Listen.
Maybe I don't.
We're
want the
telling you
food.
everything that you need to do.
That's true.
I'm like, no one's gonna say we didn't say any of this. We said it all. Did you listen to the whole
That's
thing?
right.
No, I'm
So
just
let's review real quick before we
Okay.
get out of here. So,
okay.
how does eating together build a connection? 1, sharing food fosters positive feelings. Number 2, there's a cultural exchange. And number 3, you build a network. To the bed. What should you consider when you're taking it from the social network to the bed and building it with your partner? Think about the playfulness and the aphrodisiacs. Think about the right ingredient for you two to be in the bed. Think about the art of teasing, the texture, the cold, the temperature, the hot, blindfold, and keep it safe and think about your hygiene. So, V, is there anything that surprised you tonight?
No, I mean, not really. I'm surprised that you wouldn't eat the lasagna, but I wasn't really surprised much I mean, a lot of these things I have done for I like the exploring in the bedroom. So, you know,
Well, the one thing that did surprise me is that you wanted to eat lasagna being messy with
uh-huh,
somebody else. Because I'm not doing that.
yeah,
I'm not doing that.
y'all are too funny. Respect.
I'm not doing it. I'm not but I love this. I never thought about the art of teas and the things that the brie. I never thought about cheese in the bed because cheese, I feel like it's like I don't know. I don't like kissing after
Oh, you
cheese.
can have like cream cheese and spread it like you spreaded it on a bagel.
What if
Mm.
you're lactose intolerant?
Well, then you have to take a pill before you start. They make those now. Hmm. I'm just saying. They make
Oh
those
my
now. I'm
god.
just saying.
So what are we talking about next week, V?
I don't know. I have two topics. We'll pick one and surprise everybody.
Ooh, I like surprises. You did talk about last week's surprises, so I love surprises.
And surprise somebody this weekend in the bedroom, guys. If you're married or not, if you have somebody to surprise, don't go in somebody's bedroom you don't know. Just make sure so be like surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
But let's spice it up, try to have some fun with each other. And I feel like after a while people get scared of their significant other. Like they don't want to do something crazy because they'll think they're going to be laughed at, or the person's going to be like, what are you doing? But so what? Just go for it. Have some fun.
I'm gonna walk in with some pineapples. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, put the pineapple. Never mind. So sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You can put it anywhere. And let's go for it.
Just as long as your partner's not allergic to
the
pineapples. Sorry, take a pill before you start. Bam fam, oh my lord. I gotta thank you to all our our listeners. Thank you for watching us, texting in, chiming in, because you make us what we are. So I appreciate that.
Please like, follow, subscribe, the Evening Rush Network and Relationship Ish. We appreciate you guys. Is there anything else you want to say, Cash?
This is Relationship Ish with your hosts, V.
Cash and V, or V and Cash. Okay, so we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for following.